Hi everyone, David here from Dumais Audio, and today I wanted to make a video about how to find work as a beginner in video game sound design. So if you're just starting out in video game sound design, you don't really have any work experience, where should you go to find work? This is what I want to talk to you guys about today. So for those who actually don't have any experience, you don't have a demo reel, maybe you're just out of school or you're just getting into school, what should you do and where should you go to find work? So the first thing you should do actually is to have a place where you can demo your work, where you can show what you can do. And because whoever you're going to be working with, they're going to want to know what you can do or what you can't do or what you sound like or what your capabilities are. So have a place where you can do that. You can do it for free on many platforms like SoundCloud, YouTube. You can just upload some demo of your work. You don't even need to have visuals or graphics to go along with it. It can just be something that just sounds great and that can really show your best work. And that's another thing. You just show your best work. Don't show anything you've done that's mediocre or it's good but not the best. Like, only show your best work and put that up. And you're going to be going back to that often every time you're going to get work. So that's the first thing you'll want to do. And it doesn't have to be long. It can be as little as a minute or two. And yeah, as long as you show a wide variety of what you can do and your best stuff, that's a good start. So where do you want to go to start to find work? So the first place I would start if you're brand new in this industry is just find friends and contacts that you can message and see if they need any sound design. So this can be friends from school. If you have friends that do video games or have other connections to people who are developing video games, it can be like indie games. When you're just starting out, what I would suggest to do is to just start with the indie games. Obviously don't go straight to studios because very unlikely that they're going to hire you, especially without any experience. So find friends and connections that are developing games or doing something for fun on the side that's small, and contact them first. Another place you can go is your local university or college, especially if they have like a game development program. Oftentimes they'll need the students will need to find sound designers or composers or whatever to work on their projects for them. Again, they won't pay you, but at least you'll be able to get experience. Sometimes they'll pay you, sometimes they will, but you'll have a foot in the door. You'll have experience that you'll be able to use and put on your portfolio. Yeah, and finally, the third thing I would do or look to is online. So I would go to some place like Fiverr or Upwork, where you can offer your freelance services to people who are looking to hire game sound designers. The only thing about doing this online is that it can take a long time to do. Yeah, so you'll be working for a very low price to very little or nothing at all. But the trade-off is that you're getting work experience, and that it's going to be really powerful and helpful to have that experience to help you boost your ability to get jobs and to get paid in the future. So that's kind of the trade-off to going online. It can be long. It can take a long time before you get work, and you need to have an excellent demo reel, and you'll basically be starting off getting paid little to nothing. But you have a high traffic going to these sites. There's a lot of people going to these sites that need sounds for games. So you have a good chance of being seen and hired. So that's the trade-off. So those are the three places I would go if you're just starting off and looking to find work in video game sound design. All right, now for those who do have some experience, maybe work experience, and have a demo reel ready, I want to suggest to you guys three other ways for those who have a bit more experience to find work in video game sound design. So the first place I would go to is soundlister.com. If I'm not mistaken. You can also search them on Facebook. I'm pretty sure they have a Facebook group, but sign up to their newsletter. And what's cool about them is that they'll post, I think every week or every other week, something like that. They'll post new game audio jobs in the industry. It's not always like as a sound designer. It can sometimes like post-production or just, I don't know, some part of the audio team or something like that. But it's all around audio and usually video games, if I'm not mistaken. So it's all video game audio related. And they'll show you and they'll post the newest releases around the world. So that's the other cool thing. It's like not just in the US, that'll be like Canada, in the UK, Australia, any new posting for audio in video games. So check on there for those who already have experience, because that can be a good place to start looking for a job. If you're interested, you can start applying to these studios or these companies that are hiring and looking for people for audio work. Second place that I would start looking is to go on places like Kickstarter or Indiegogo, joining Facebook game developer communities and the like, and forums, and going and start networking with game developers and make friends with them. You know, don't be a don't try to go in and like just find work, because people can sniff that out right away. Be genuine and real and just try to make friends and help people out. Just provide them value. If you can help them and give them value, they're way more likely to reciprocate that towards you and hire you for a job. So just be a good human being. Go make friends, meet people, and yeah, ask them if they need help. Ask them if they what you can offer them and what they're looking for, and just be a good person and help them out. And that's another way that you can go and find work if you already have some experience. Yeah, and the third way is very similar, is to just go to conferences, go to gaming conferences and conventions, and just meet people in person. There's actually I forget what the website is. Maybe I'll link in the description after I find it. But there's meetups in like most major cities where people meet up like once a month for like game stuff, and just go into those meetups and meet people face to face and be their friends again. Just be real, authentic. Don't try to be pushy or like you're like desperate to get a job, because no one's going to want to hire you. Just be yourself and be good, kind, offer value, and be helpful and meet people. Yeah, that's a great way to get yourself out there and to get yourself known, is to go and be in person. Another thing you can do is like starting up your own website or YouTube channel. I personally have not found that to be as effective yet, but then again, I'm kind of in the early stages of my website and YouTube channel, so I can't really put a perspective on that. But in person, good way to do it as well. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Like kind of 3 tips for people who are really just starting out with no experience, and then another 3 tips for people who have a little bit of experience and have a demo reel and everything kind of set up for themselves. So hopefully that helps you guys out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.